Now, there are three challenges that people experience when they create a new business model. And these challenges relate to basically why they do not innovate and why they actually get the same thing out than their competitors. Okay? And the first one is that, or the first challenge that they experience is that they battle to think outside of their own dominant industry logic. They think this is how it's been done in this industry, we will continue this way. This is how things work here, right? And they forget to think or do not actually consider logic from other industries. So if you're able to go to other industries and see, okay, it looks like weird, but how would something like that work in my industry? So now you open yourself up to new ways of thinking in your very own industry. Now, I've consulted with big business in terms of this, and the way that they think things needs to work in their own industry literally gives you the same result each time. The result that they are already got. If you really want to be different, if you really want to stay relevant in the future, you have to look at other ways of doing things, other new ways. And it's not always technology that brings those new ways, but technology do play a role, right? But what are new ways that you can think around your industry? Anything different? And that is the first challenge. The second challenge that people experience is the difficulty of thinking in terms of business models rather than of technologies and products. I see so many people, big business, small business, they just think, I need to create this perfect product. If I add this brilliant technology, then yes, I'll be in this business for a very long time. I just need to figure this thing out. This is awesome technology and I'm going to create this, and and because I'm so good with technology, I can do this, and I will but you don't think about how will you get this in the market that is more competitive than your competitor. What are they doing? And why must you do it the same way than they do? Why do you copy your competitor? So stop looking at competitors. Stop looking at the technology. Yeah, you looked at it enough. So think business models. Think, how will your customer get it? How will the four elements of a business model contribute in you reaching your market better and faster than your competitors? Okay, so compete. Then the third challenge that people experience that cause them not to innovate in business model thinking is the lack of systemic tools. Right? There is a thinking out there that innovation requires, a chaotic process. And then later on, you need to bring it all together. And that keeps people away from creativity. But there are a systematic way to go through the process of innovation and to make sure that you get innovation into your business models, right? So innovation, it in itself is just to find a new novel way of doing things. And that includes your business model, it includes your products, it includes your process, it includes everything, not just the product, not just the technology. So it shouldn't be only a chaotic process. And to recap, don't look at your competitors. Look outside of your industry, right? We always look at what do the competitors do, what do they do? It's fine. But start looking outside of the box. What happens outside of your industry? Something that you can borrow there maybe, that you can see, this might work in my industry. So think about that. And then the second challenge, remember, is focus less on the technology, less on the products. It's okay, you got to focus on them, but also, how does this get to your customer, the business model? And then don't worry if there is no lack of systemic tools in terms of innovation. There are systemic tools. Use the systemic tools to take you step by step through the innovative process. Okay, there are many processes like that, like the brainstorming techniques and all of that, and then there's a process after that. So there are processes that will guide you through the innovative process. Okay, design thinking and all of that comes into play. So in brief, those three things, that's what you've got to overcome in order to create an innovative business model. So look outside of your industry, focus on your business model, and be creative in terms of don't be scared away because it seems like a chaotic process. It is systematic. It can be. Okay, just use the right system.